So, right now, today, we're going to talk briefly about yet another hidden tragedy in Black America. Black babies being used as alligator bait. Yes. Now, if you were to, say, go on the internet and put that into the search engine, you're going to find a variety of things, because a lot of you are going to say, that's not true, that didn't happen. Or, of course, others of you will say, well, why are you bringing that up? Well, for one thing, it's history. And people who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat that history. You see, it came out about 20 years ago that this had happened, but it had been buried. Now, alligator hunting was very, very profitable in the 1800s and the 1900s. The skins were used to make shoes, bags, belts, etc. Okay. However, these white hunters often lost their arms and sometimes their lives as they wrestled in the swamp water for those big bull alligators. Now, what they decided to do was use the black slave babies as bait. So what they would do is they would sneak into the slave quarters and steal the babies while the mothers were asleep. Or maybe perhaps they went on an errand or went to the big house to tend to the master, and they had to leave the baby there. And they would hide in the bushes or hide wherever, and they would watch and they would wait. Then they would go and steal the baby from the mother. Anyway, what happened was, a lot of times, on occasions, they would skin that baby first before they use it as the alligator bait. So the hollering and crying baby would attract those big bull alligators that were very, very profitable. And of course, to them, worth far more than the life of the little black baby. Mostly, this was conducted mostly in the swamps of Louisiana and Florida throughout the South. It may make you sick beyond belief, but these are facts. They needed to lure the alligators with human flesh and blood. Now, a lot of these sick alligator hunting white men, they tied their necks with a string over the swamp and dangled them near the mouth of a hungry, like 700-pound alligator. Okay? And these black babies were sometimes put in a cage, and when the alligator came up, they were fed whole to them, and that way they would be able to catch hold of the alligator and wouldn't be able to get away. Now, a lot of this information can be found in the Jim Crow Museum, the racist memorabilia in Michigan. That's one place where they have it. Also, the New York Times, the Miami Times, in a 2014 article supported this information because it was buried. And it's been well documented since then, because a lot of people have went and they looked up the information. And what's interesting about that is that what they did after that is they would put these exploits on postcards, and mail them across country. Pictures of little black babies. Of course, there were drawings and caricatures, but they made a joke out of it. And they mailed it around the country to their family and relatives. Pictures and stuff of little black babies being eaten or snuck up on or by alligators. And so all these postcards that you see from the memorabilia in museums and little collections, they are real. Okay, and then some advertisers even decided to use those pictures in their advertisements of other products such as licorice sticks, candy, and soap. All that. Now this is a part of history. A distasteful, horrible, nasty, unimaginable, inhumane part of American history. And lest we forget, we're doomed to repeat history.